What's up, guys? We are back with another video. If you are new here, my name is Sammy and we are the Mermaid Gang. This is where you can come and suspend your disbelief. I am your favorite manifestation coach and your favorite YouTuber. So if you would like for me to help you dissolve whatever is between you and your manifestation, go ahead and sign up for coaching with me below. It's always in the description box, and we have sales going on right now. I don't know what day this is posted. If it's not the Halloween sale, then it's the Mean Girl sale. So yeah, anywho, let's get into the video. You guys said you would like me to film another Isn't It Wonderful? So that is what we are going to talk about. If you are new, you might not know what Isn't It Wonderful is, or maybe you've heard it from another YouTuber, or maybe you've read about it or heard about it in Neville's stuff. If you're a Neville person, it originated from Neville Goddard. He is a law of assumption teacher from the 1950s. Just look him up, okay? He had clients, and one of his clients needed a lot of shit. Like, she didn't have anything. She needed money, a car, a house. Like, she needed everything you could think of. And so what he recommended to her was for her to simply, without conditioning it, affirm the words, "Isn't it wonderful?" To catch the feeling of something, everything being wonderful, even though currently it was not, rather than her trying to focus on manifesting all these different things individually. So she did just that, and she ended up with everything she needed and wanted. It wasn't that long. She actually got even way more. So us modern teachers, the first time I ever actually heard of it was from Awaken the God Self, Candace. She did a couple of Isn't It Wonderful challenges, I believe, in about 2019, 2020, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was around that time, because that's when I was following it. And so I've done it a couple of times with you guys, or my older subscribers. If you're new here, it wouldn't be you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a very good thing. People manifest so many different things with it, because here is the thing. Affirmations imply something different to each individual person. So even though a whole group of people affirmed "Isn't it wonderful?" every single day, I think she did it more Neville Goddard style. I'm just using it as an affirmation. You can do it either way. Neville Goddard style will be to be in sats, like affirming it at night as you're falling asleep. I like to affirm throughout the day, so it's really up to you. Anyway, each individual person will get different results based on what it implies to them. We all have different desires, we all have different wants, needs. So when what something wonderful implies to you is going to be different from what it implies to someone else. So that's why it's such a cool thing. If you guys want, you can use this video as a starting point for a new Isn't It Wonderful challenge, and maybe like do it for a week or two and report back to this video whenever every time you get results, come back to this video and comment and leave it in the comments for us to read. So what you're gonna do is you're going to do "Isn't it wonderful?" You're gonna use it as an affirmation, or you can use it as to muster a feeling. You can do it at night as sats. Like I said, I personally affirm it through the day. If I'm doing it, I like to affirm through the day. So you're going to affirm "Isn't it wonderful?" implying that something wonderful is happening to you. Results have varied from everybody's manifestations falling into place that they felt stuck and couldn't get, just a bunch of good things happening, just everything starting to work really good for them. I mean, it's just a really good thing, because when you're affirming that something wonderful is happening to you, whatever that implies to you is what you're going to experience. So if you think that it would be wonderful for your SP to call you, or for you to get your relationship finally, or you to get some money that you needed, or a job, or get accepted in your college that you want, whatever it is, that's what it's going to imply to you, and that is what you will be implying. Your subconscious is like, oh, if everything's wonderful, then these things must be happening, so we're going to produce that in reality. So you don't have to use that term. I'm not bothered by it, even though that's not really fully how I speak for some reason. I guess because I used it such a long time ago, it's just familiar to me now. That's why it works for me, even though I don't really say wonderful a lot. It still works for me. But if you don't resonate with it at all, you could change it up to something like, isn't it so amazing? Everything is just so good. Everything is just working in my favor. Anything to imply that things are just really fucking good for you right now, or in general. So going off the basis that we're using isn't it wonderful. So for me, what I would do is I would do my 10-minute method. I would take 3 times a day, 10 minutes to just sit and, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it so wonderful? Isn't everything so wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? And you're not going to condition it. You're not going to say, isn't it wonderful that? No, you're not conditioning it. You're leaving your options wide open because you want anything that you would consider to be good or wonderful or amazing or perfect to be able to manifest for you. You don't want to condition it. You want to leave it open for every good thing to come to you. So you're not going to condition it. So you need to choose your affirmation, and if you have suggestions other than isn't it wonderful that imply the same thing, maybe you could leave it in the comments for the other people who might not want to use isn't it wonderful. They want to use different wording, but maybe they can't think of any wording. Like, isn't it? I know a lot of people use, isn't it amazing? Isn't it so perfect? Everything is so good. Everything is so perfect. There's been multiple ways that people have done the same thing. It doesn't have to be, isn't it wonderful, technically. You're just picking an affirmation that implies really good things are happening to you, and every good thing is happening to you, and everything you want is happening to you or coming to you. That is the idea. And you're going to do this every single day. You're not going to condition it. I'm going to be clear, because in every time I make a video about this, you guys ask me, do I add on my affirmations? No, not when you're doing isn't it wonderful. Can you, if you're going to do the 10-minute method, then you could do 10 minutes of isn't it wonderful and then maybe 10 minutes of your regular affirmations that you're working on, but don't put it together. Don't condition the isn't it wonderful or isn't it amazing or isn't it perfect. Don't condition it. What I said don't condition it. Leave it open. You want every good thing to be able to come to you. This could break all of your manifestations loose, and they all just manifest for you because you finally put yourself in the state of isn't it wonderful, because that is what it does. It puts you in a state that something amazing is happening to you. That's what you want, and you want it to be everything amazing. So don't condition it. For some of you, it is going to invoke a feeling, which is what Neville Goddard went off of in his teachings, and it does. For me, it personally does. When I say it over and over again, it does invoke a feeling in me, like a happy feeling. But if it does not in you, do not be alarmed. It is still going to work. You can mindlessly affirm something and it's still going to work, contrary to what I used to believe. You can mindlessly affirm something and it's going to work. And that is simply because repetition, regardless, repetition of the same thought does impress the subconscious. So if you're constantly saying, isn't it wonderful, and you know what you're implying, you always know what you're implying. Your subconscious knows exactly what you're implying when you're saying something. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get whatever you would consider to be wonderful, perfect, good, amazing, okay? So don't condition it. I'm saying it again because I know there's gonna be people at the beginning of the video who haven't even watched the whole video yet, and they're gonna go, do I add my affirmations at the end? Or do I say, isn't it wonderful, such and such? No, no, no. Don't condition it. leave it open. You want every good and wonderful and amazing perfect thing to be able to manifest for you. I've had people literally say all of their manifestations finally broke through using this. So use it as an amazing umbrella affirmation, because it does take care of everything. Because obviously, I think 99% of people would consider their manifestations happening wonderful, amazing, good, perfect. So just do it. I suggest you do it 3 times a day, and it doesn't hurt to fall asleep. One of those times can be falling asleep saying it. But see, the thing with me is if I'm affirming as I'm falling asleep, I'm gonna stay up. It's gonna keep me awake. I gotta watch a YouTube video. For my routine, the way I manifest, I like to do my affirming throughout the day, and at night is when I can just watch something I enjoy and go to sleep to that. So, if you're different, if you like doing the SATs thing, which you're in SATs multiple times a day, by the way. SATs is a thing, but you're in SATs multiple times a day. Not only when you're going to bed at night, okay? You're in SATs when you first wake up. You're in SATs when you're doing habitual tasks. You're in SATs when you're falling asleep. You're in SATs when you're in a relaxed state, period. So, any time of day, you can do this. This is why my 10-minute method works. So I want you guys to use this video to come back to and put in the comments. Use this as a starter for the new Isn't It Wonderful challenge, okay? This is the Isn't It Wonderful challenge, and I want you guys to do it all week. If you want to do it longer, you can do it as long as you freaking want to. But I want you to come back to this video and post in the comments so we can be inspired and see everybody's results. And if you have had results doing this before, whether it's with me or Candace or just in general, you just saw it somewhere and you did it, can you leave your success stories in the comments here too? And if you guys want me to, I could ask my group about some Isn't It Wonderful success stories to help inspire and motivate you guys for this little challenge. Okay, so there we are. That is Isn't It Wonderful? It is an umbrella affirmation that implies everything wonderful is happening for you, and so it will. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we out.